Okay, guys, here we are. This is it, the most stressful day of our lives. Watching as the several-mile-high wave crashes into Earth, obliterating everything. Or, potentially, us saving the world. So I made a list yesterday of everything that I think I'm going to have to do to save the world, and we're gonna try it. First things first, I am moving this airport immediately. We need some way to get people into the city. Like, if we don't have that, we're kind of dead. It just needs to be moved down a little bit. This is a good area right here, actually. There we go. Bam. So we just have to make sure that we move that to Greenland before it's, this area is completely destroyed. So that's great. Next up, let's set up the rest of our emergency shelters. We have them in America, but we can add... How many people live in Brazil? 10,000. I think we can fit... So we'll do one. Because I'm doing the math on how many people can actually get there in time. City Skylines people are very inefficient at getting ready for disasters, so... I'm assuming that they'll probably get, like, 3,000 people in, which is pretty bad, but it's something at least. And then we'll put another one in Africa. We'll put it in West Africa, right by where all the population is. So down here looks perfect. Right in the middle. Go here. Here. That was a bad spot. Here. 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 And back. Great. What's next? What's another highly... Oh, okay, so we've got Saudi Arabia, which has... Wow, 6,000 people. That's actually quite impressive. You guys are growing quickly. Saudi Arabia, we will give their own area. Their own little... We'll actually put it in the park. How about that? We have a bunker in the park. That's exciting. It's fun for the whole family. Vault Tech. Here we go. Let's just get the rest. Oh, darn. That's a slightly complicated bus route. Saudi Arabia has somewhere to go. India is going to need somewhere to go. India has 7,000, so we can actually fit everyone from India into this. Just like Saudi Arabia. That's nice when you don't have to, like, let people die. That's a good feeling. Great. Now South and North Asia will share one because South Asia has 7,000, North Asia has 1,000. Yep. That means they could potentially hold everyone as well. We'll put this right on here. Oh shoot, there's no way for them to cross. Okay. Let's just very quickly build them a way to get across. I know this is kind of silly, but it's gonna save like thousands of lives, so it really isn't that silly. Okay, there we go. So they're gonna walk across there to evacuate. That's gonna work perfectly. You know what? We will put the evacuation center right there as well to make it easier. Ah, that was a smart one. Look at that. Me thinking strategically in City Skylines? What is this? Is this some strange mistake? Is this not the Spike Viper we know? Okay, fantastic. You guys are all set. They'll walk across. Europe has... France has 3,000. England has 11. 11. Okay. Spain has 3,000. We'll put one right between France and Spain. Okay, that's enough of that, because now we're almost out of money. And we need a bit of money to pull off the rest of the stuff we need to do to save the world. Okay, so one thing we're going to have to do as well is repair this cargo hub. That's how we're going to get supplies in for food and stuff for the people. We're going to have to build whole new infrastructure in Greenland. Greenland is going to be like the heart of the world. Oh, where is our disaster recovery unit as well? That's another one we have to move. Where is it? It's over here. Is that too high up? That looks too high up. We're gonna move it down here so that we can move it as well. Moving things is so much cheaper than buying them outright, so we're gonna try to be really strategic about this. Okay, fantastic. Hopefully the wall helps, because we did build a giant wall. Now we need to get coverage so that people can actually hear the evacuation calls. The thing is, we have to make it so that they can hear when we stop the evacuation as well. I've made mistakes with that before. So we have to ensure that we have that under control. And to do that isn't super complicated. We just need to have... we have to be aware that these are going to have to be replaced at some point. Which is actually going to be really hard to do. I don't know how I'm going to pull that off. Oh well. I'm going to put this one really low so it survives for a long time. I don't know how we're going to do that. We need more money, honestly. If we can just jack up taxes temporarily while everyone is going into the shelters, we can drop them all down to 12% once people start abandoning. Okay, let's call a full evacuation of the world. Hopefully. Okay, so population is going to instantly take a nosedive due to the taxation. Now, as long as that nosedive isn't ridiculous, we're fine. So we are making a ton of money right now off of the increased taxes. We're just keeping a close eye, especially on the rich areas, for when they start going red about taxation. How far can we push them? Yeah, they're starting to complain. But nobody is leaving yet. The population is dropping, but that's not the end of the world. Please, wall, help us out here. So we're actually making a lot of money right now, which is fantastic. That's going to do a lot of good. Let's make sure nothing's red. People can complain, but as long as they aren't, like, moving out, it's not the end of the world. So we have this under control. We are pushing our money up very high. Okay, now it's starting to go red. Once everyone is red, we're going to really stop. Okay, I see an abandoned building. That's it. That's the maximum I can push it at that tax rate. Let's try cutting it by a bit. Let's try going down to 20% and see if they stop complaining for a little bit. We've raised $1/3 well, more like $1/5 in emergency funds. See if that makes their complaints go white at least. Nope, it's still getting worse. It looks like we're gonna have to cut taxes to normal. But you know what? That was a very, very powerful, temporary solution. You know what? It wasn't perfect, but it did very much increase our chances, because now we have a lot more money to throw at the problem. And we're still making a little bit more, although I think we're actually now losing money, yeah. Because when you evacuate, people aren't paying taxes anymore. Only 20 people? Are you kidding me? You guys better be going a little bit faster. Oh, you are. Okay. 3,500. Great. That's a lot of people getting it. Oh. 350, not 3,500. Although it's going up really quickly. Okay, how close is the wave? It just completely went through the wall. It stopped a little bit, but it's just too much water. Yikes. That's a yikes for me. There goes Greenland. Let's remember the whole money thing. We have to have everything work like clockwork right now. This is absolutely insane. Okay, this is it, guys. This is actually it. 51, there's just like nobody in that area. The Midwest one now has over 2,000 people in it. Very good news. Very good news getting that many people into the shelter. If all of them get about 2,500, we may actually survive this period. That one only has 1,000, though. What about the one in Quebec? 1,000. Is that the number we're looking at? More of 1,000? Oh! 4,000 in Brazil! They've got their stuff together. Holy moly, look at them all go! Nice job, Brazil. They are evacuating extremely efficiently. In Africa, we are seeing 2,000. How about in Europe? We are seeing 1700. Saudi Arabia, we're seeing 1700. India, we're seeing 2000. China, we're seeing 2000. Okay, that's quite a few people that are going to be saved, and there's much more time for them to evacuate as well. Let's quickly check the evacuation map. Where's the evacuate? There it is. Blue means it's evacuated. Most of these are all residential and they're not evacuated. Yikes. Okay, so we've got a lot of buildings evacuated in the world. The issue is that doesn't mean everyone in the building is evacuated. That just means at least like one person in the building has evacuated, which isn't nearly as useful. We're going to rebuild this immediately before we run out of money. And now we're going to begin rebuilding stuff in Greenland because you know what? We can. We have time. Oh shoot, I should just move stuff, honestly. Much cheaper. Okay, let's move some water pumps. Those are going to be extremely important. We need to be able to create everything we need. Like, this may seem dramatic. Okay, I guess that's gonna work. Because I can't get a better angle. We need to create power, water, pretty much everything. So what we're going to do is we're going to plug it all in. Oh, come on, connect. And we're going to connect it to here. The power is going to cross... Oh, no, it's not. Let's just quickly create a grid across Greenland. Because it's extremely, extremely, extremely important that we cross this through here. Because if we lose power in the rest of the world, our population will drop to 0, and then game over. So let's ensure our power grid's doing fine. Great. Now, let's move our power grid. The entire power grid has to be moved. Here we go. Power grid, we are moving you. Not that. That's fine. That's definitely enough power, considering the population's going to be 1 billion times lower. Greenland, you are responsible for saving everyone's lives. Just an FYI, Greenland is literally the saviors of humanity. Good job, Greenland. We love you. It's going to be fine. I'm sure you're going to do a great job with humanity after you're done. Okay, so... how is it going with this airport? It's still alive. We can move the disaster recovery unit over to Greenland, which is good news. Bam! Great. Even more stuff has been moved to Greenland. We are really trying to micromanage this to the point where we have a chance of survival. That's the plan. I don't care if the electrical line's going through it, really. Okay. That's fine. Great. Greenland is... doing that. We're going to need a crematorium. People will abandon the city because of not being able to get rid of dead bodies, so they're going to be responsible for that as well. We also need trash collection services, which we can steal from over here. It's going to be fine. It's going to be fine. We have the situation under control. Don't worry, citizens. Everything's going to be okay. Okay, so... oh, we've got... how much would it cost to move another one? Only 3,000? Let's move another one, darn it. Honestly, why not at this point? We've got a lot of potential here to save the world. Greenland is going to be doing the most work, clearly, from what we've been doing so far. I wonder if we could move that airport. Wonder how hard that would be. If we delete these roads here, I think that's actually enough room for it. Maybe. Maybe not. Possibly not. Who needs a road there? That's fine. We're just gonna move this over here. We'll delete this road. Great. Greenland is literally going to save the world. There is nobody else who can do it. Okay, great, Greenland. You're looking good. Now what we have to do is we have to get something that'll cover at least America. Can we get this over here? Looks like we can. And that's going to keep the people, at least in a lot of America, informed about what's going on. Then we may actually be able to hit Africa as well. There we go. Okay, great. So Greenland is doing an absolutely fantastic job. America, doing great. Look at it. Okay, so we haven't taken out any loans yet, so not the end of the world. But so far, we're doing good. We've gotten the airport over. We have the cargo airport rebuilt. We have the crematoriums, trash collection. That we can try and move over some fire and police. I don't know if healthcare is really a priority. I'm going to assume not. Health, not healthcare. Fire. Let's move you. That's going to be slightly expensive, but definitely worth it, so that what we have left doesn't burn down. Oh, also, like, immediately start getting areas ready for people to move in. When people start leaving those shelters, they're going to want homes, which means we need a readily available amount of homes. We're gonna have to figure out industry. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna figure out industry. We'll just build it right over here. Whatever. Greenland is going to save the world, and everyone's going to be happy about it. Because, I mean, the world's about to be saved. I mean, why wouldn't you be happy about that? Unless you're some sort of sadist. Okay, here we go. Looking good. Do we have water coverage to all of Greenland? No, we do not. Good thing I checked. I am on top of my game. Oh, the disaster recovery unit didn't have water. See, these are mistakes that would literally cost the game at this point. Everything needs to be thought through very carefully. So we don't have any police presence, but we can steal some from Africa, possibly. Let's just check. Police. Where do we have police at? Saudi Arabia. Great. Just move this over. Greenland is now literally the world police. Move out of the way, America. Good. Okay. I think that's everything we need has been moved over. I think we can survive now. So, now we let things run their course. This is the end of the world. Or at least the world as we know it. 3,000 people have made it into that shelter. Far more are going to make it in the next few minutes. Which is very good. Although, America is not looking good. It's being absolutely wiped out. Populations are dropping very quickly. There goes Europe. We are now in debt. How do we want to deal with that? Well, we can't really deal with that. We can pull off one more thing, though. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take out the medium loan, and I'm going to move a hospital over. That's just going to help a little bit more. Honestly, it doesn't matter if we're in debt as long as we have the capability to rebuild, because people will rebuild as long as there's space to rebuild. The roads aren't destroyed. Oh, no. Okay, so that's an issue. That road is actually destroyed because there's a toll booth. I don't think there's any toll booth here. No, there isn't, which means I could go through here, and then through here. But this is not going to be okay. We need an efficient way to get across the world. Let's just add a cheat way to get around the toll booth. See? Being very careful this time. This is literally saving the world right now. We want to keep costs low. But we also want to save everyone we can. Here it goes. These shelters are about to be hit. Almost saved 4,000 people in that one. Europe has been hit with 2,700. How many people have we gotten in Brazil? 6,000. Good job. 6,000, and it's still rising very quickly. Okay, looking good. How is it going in West Africa? We have 3,400, 3,500. That's fantastic. How's it going in Saudi Arabia? 2,000. Not fantastic, but not terrible. India, 4,000. Good. Good, good, good. How many do we have in Asia? That's the... Oh, they're going across it! Look at that! That little path allowed us to save hundreds of more people. Oh, city planning for the win. Oh, look at all the people that are running in. Go, 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 go! You're out of time! Oh. Well, they were given a lot of notice, to be fair. Okay. It is passing over. This is it, guys. This doesn't have electricity. Oh no. That's not the end of the world, though, because I can take out another loan. I can take out this one. Then I can pay... Oh, I didn't pause. Okay, never mind. For a second, I thought I could do some really smart money management there. Okay, come on. Get power back. Okay. Good, good, good. Which means that we should have radio coverage over a lot of the world still. Not disaster detection. I need, oh my god. Oh my god. This is absolute mayhem at this point. This is absolute horrificness. Look at the damage. That is just absolutely insane. We still have 33,000 people in the world. Okay, so let's think of a few things while we can. Oh my god, the roads are all flooded. That's another issue. How long until the water goes down to a reasonable level? And if not, let's go ahead and get ready for the chance that it won't. Oh, that's gonna be way too expensive. You know what? There's no stopping us. We've got enough money. Okay, here we go. If we go across here, it's gonna be really darn expensive. Come on, come on. Get it high enough that it actually matters. Bam! A little bridge across to Canada. Just to save a little bit of time. Oh. Come on! Let's raise these up a little bit. I don't consider it cheating because I paid for the bridge. If I just raised the bridge we already had, that would have been cheating. Okay. Just a little bit. I mean, everything's covered anyways, so we can't get anything there yet, but soon we will be able to. Brazil is at 7,600. Brazil. South America is going to be the highest population in the world, possibly. Okay, this is it. The water is beginning to leave America. The initial wave of death is beginning to go away. We're going to release the citizens as soon as we can to prevent unneeded death. Let's quickly do a check. What kind of coverage do we have? I don't know what the map is. Let's just look. Oh, yikes. That is not good coverage. I mean, it does reach the shelter, though. I don't know how it works, but we'll see in a second. We're gonna release from the shelter, and we'll see how it goes. Oh, the evacuation bus is having a bad day. All of this water has to drain through the river system, so that's pretty brutal. Wow, a lot of office buildings actually survived. Woo. Oh, there goes Brazil. Yikes, largest population drop so far. For some reason it shows us as only having 8,000 population. However, I know for a fact we have more than that, because we have these shelters, which are absolutely full. Well, not absolutely full, but they have lots of people. Oh god, the food is so low. Okay, we have to make a call when to release people. Like, I think it's safe to release people from here now. Yeah, I'm making the call. This is safe. Fairly safe, but it is safe. Okay, so now we should see people begin to leave.
A tsunami has struck the city.
Oh, oh, some people are leaving. Not a lot, but some. I think the buses are like trying to bring people back, but they're realizing that their houses don't exist anymore. Okay, so people are leaving. There, let's get the people out of here. All 400. Wow, disappointing. Release from there. We can release from pretty much most of the world now, actually. I mean, we have a lot of water damage. Wow, really? We have a lot of water damage, Spike. Wow, what an intelligent thing to say. Oh god, they're out of food. Oh no, save them. Save them. Quickly. Cargo planes, bring cargo. They're not going fast enough. They're not going fast enough. Thankfully, Greenland does have something going on here. There is just a tiny bit of life. We do have people coming from the world escaping into Greenland, and the population of the world is going up. Oh my god. Oh my god. There's just 8,000 people under the ocean, but it's dropping because they're out of food. We really have to release everyone else. Okay. Asia, release. India, release. Like, there's only so much we can do, but we're going to try to get everyone at least an opportunity to survive. Where is... Oh, that's at a terrible spot. The water's just blowing right by it. We have to wait until this entire part of Africa drains. Chad! Chad, why do you do this? Okay, Brazil is almost recovered. Well, quote-unquote recovered. By that I mean the water is almost fully left. Oh my god, the entire global ocean level has increased. Like, this is much higher than it was before, and the entire thing's angry as well. Look at how quickly it's like the tiny microwaves, not like microwaves, but like tiny little waves bobbing up and down angrily. 3,000, we're not getting people out fast enough. A lot of the people aren't leaving. They're just like dying in the shelter because they have nowhere to go. We're trying to build places for them in Greenland, but it's a slow process, and it's quite possible that they're waiting for their personal building to be repaired, but we have 2 disaster response units. They're working the best they can. Ahem. As I was saying, they're working as hard as they can. No, they're just bobbing up and down, and this one is flooded. Great, so they're not actually doing anything. Why is this one flooded? Because of some sort of bug? Like, if we move this road in a little bit. Not like that, because that's terrible. Here we go. About this. Is that not flooded anymore? Because we really do need the disaster response teams, like, working. Yes! Yes, they're actually doing something! Yes, they're sending out the disaster recovery teams! Okay, you should... Oh, you don't have electricity now. Come on. Why are you like this? What if I put you right next to your friend? What if I turn you off and back on again? Because it's like really important that you do this job. Yes! Okay. Great. Fantastic. They are beginning the repair. For some reason, they're only rebuilding the places in Greenland, though, which is slightly a disappointment to everyone else in the world, but, you know, slow but steady. We have some buildings being rebuilt in America! And I mean, they're actually filling with households. This is really good news. The Midwest, there's actually people that are starting to leave the shelter, like, more and more. Okay, guys. I mean, we are over $1 million in debt, but the population is increasing. We have the resources to keep at least quite a few people stable. We've got a lot of water pumping. We've got a lot of power. I think we have everything all set. So with that, thank you all for watching. I mean, it has been absolutely insane. Absolutely insane. Oh, all this water stuff survived as well. Oh, and all the sewage stuff survived as well. Oh, that's actually really good. Okay, well then we can, like, I guess we'll just leave them. Let's just turn down the budget at least. Because that's gotta be really, yeah. We have, like, nobody in the world. So the budgets just don't make sense. Road maintenance, nothing. That's literally all of our money. How are the trains that expensive? Because we have literally lost, like, all of the stations. Unless, no, we have, like, literally lost all of the stations. I don't know what we're paying. What are we spending money for? Oh, we're probably spending money for the train lines. Yikes. Wow. Look as the sea drains into the ocean. Oh my. How's Saudi Arabia doing? Pretty good. Pretty good. Well, we do have a steady flow of citizens out of the bunkers, which is good. The population is rising. We have a way to connect to the outside world. We have incoming airport traffic and supply. I mean, no. This is not a good situation. But yes, I think that I did the best that I could. And I will see you all next time when we, possibly try to continue this series, unless you guys are just done with it at this point, because things are not looking very good. I'll be honest. Not looking very good at all.